In today's yoga practice, we'll be focusing on opening the hips and moving stagnant energy inside of the pelvic bowl. If you have them, we will be using blocks, but they're not necessary. However, if you don't have blocks and you still want some kind of prop, you can use books, a DVD set, or anything else that will hold your weight.
Standing on the mat, inhale, look up towards the sky. Exhale, drop the chin to the chest. Inhale, look up towards the sky. And exhale, drop your chin to the chest. Coming back to neutral, we'll inhale, look to the right. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the right. And exhale to the left. So starting to connect with your breath, connecting movement to breath here. We'll move into rolling the head in a circle if that feels good for your cervical spine, for your neck. And moving with your breath, pausing in the middle and moving in the opposite direction. And then coming back to neutral, shrugging the shoulders towards the ears, and exhale, relaxing the shoulders. Inhale, shoulders up towards the ears, and exhale, relax. And then start to swim the shoulders back, moving with the breath still, and pause and go forward with the shoulders. So we're just starting with loosening up, warming up the body from head to toe. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, nice slight bend in the knees. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead, and then exhale, bring them down, slight bend in the knees. And then you're going to clasp your hands behind your back, pulling the right arm towards the left, bend the left elbow, and drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. Deep breath in here. Feel into that stretch. And then switching sides, bending in the right elbow, dropping right ear to right elbow, right ear to right shoulder, and feeling into that stretch. And then coming back to the center, bring the hands to the hips and start to paint circles with your backside, rolling those hips in a circle, loosening them up, just starting to lubricate the lower thoracic spine and opening up the hips. Might even bring some organic movement into this. Make this flow your own. Then coming back to neutral, we'll step to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, bring the hands to the mat. You can be on the tips of the fingers. And then step your right leg back, right knee to the ground. This is where you can grab your blocks if you'd like to support you in a low lunge. And breathing as you open up the hips in that low lunge. You have the option to set your block to whatever height feels good for you and supports your body the most in this pose. So I'm going to go to that medium height. And then step back into plank pose. Take it nice and easy here. Drop the knees to the ground and chest to the ground for chaturanga. You can set your blocks aside, plant the palms, and lift up into cobra. Deep breath in and exhale back into downward dog. Walking out that downward dog, maybe finding your alignment. And then stepping the right foot forward, dropping the left knee to the ground, maybe grabbing your blocks again here if that feels good for you, and stepping up into a forward fold. Relax the body. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead, reach for the stars, reach for the moon, and then bring the hands to heart center. Once again, inhale, lift the arms up overhead, exhale, forward fold. Grab those blocks if you'd like. You're going to lift and step the left leg back this time, left knee to the ground for low lunge. Step back into your plank, knees to the ground, chest to the ground for chaturanga, and we're just going to press up into cobra here. You can come into downward dog or upward dog if that feels good for you, and then shift back into downward dog. Walking out that downward dog once again, finding your perfect alignment. And when you're ready, Stepping that left foot forward, right knee to the ground, low lunge on the opposite side. Stepping into forward fold here. Inhale, lift the arms up over the head, and exhale, hands to heart center. One more time, inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Step the right leg back, right knee to the ground, low lunge. Feeling into that lunge, lifting through the crown of the head, breathing into the pelvic bowl. And extending the hips back, straightening the front leg for Ardha Hanuman, and then coming back into your low lunge. So we're going to flow here. Extend and lunge. And extend and lunge. And one more time. Extend back. Come back into your lunge. You can remove the blocks here if you're using blocks. Plant your right hand on the ground, lift the left hand up towards the sky, and start to paint circles in the air with that left hand. These can be tiny circles, they can be big. The point here is to lubricate the rotator cuff. And then pausing and going in the opposite direction. Stay connected to your breath. Then planting both hands on the ground, step back into plank, knees to the ground, chest to the ground, and lift up into cobra, upward dog if you'd like, then going back into downward dog. And breathe. We're going to take that to the opposite side. Step the right foot forward, low lunge, left knee is on the ground, plant the left hand on the ground, lift the right hand towards the sky, and start to paint circles in the air. Big circles, small circles, whatever feels good for you. And then pause and go in the opposite direction. And planting both hands, extend those hips back, extend the front leg, Ardha Hanuman to low lunge flow. You can use your blocks to support you here if that feels good in your body and if they are accessible to you. And if not, just planting the palms on the ground. And then when you're ready, stepping into your forward fold. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Slight back bend here. And exhale, bring the hands to heart center. You're going to lift the arms up overhead once more. Exhale, forward fold. You can grab your blocks if those are there for you. Step back into a high lunge this time. So stepping that right foot back, coming onto the ball of the right foot. And here is where you might also want to adjust the height of your blocks if you're using them in this practice. Extend the front leg coming into pyramid pose and then come back into your high lunge. So we're doing that flow just like with Ardha Hanuman, pyramid to high lunge. And then lifting the arms overhead for crescent lunge. Bring the hands back down towards the ground or to your blocks and step back into plank. Knees to the ground, chest to the ground, and lifting into cobra. Take your gaze to the left, back to the center, and then take your gaze to the right, stretching out the side body. Lift up into upward dog if that feels good for you, and then back into downward dog. Find your perfect alignment here. And then when you're ready, stepping the right foot forward into high lunge on the opposite side so the ball of the left foot is planted. Extend the front leg for pyramid. Come back into high lunge. Extend and lunge. Take your time here. Listen to your body. When you're ready, inhale, lift the arms up towards the sky for crescent lunge. And step into forward fold. So you should be feeling some heat in your body here, and that's great. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Feel that heartbeat. Feel the blood flow. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, lower into forward fold. You can grab your blocks once again. Step the left foot back. Come onto the ball of the foot for high lunge. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead for crescent lunge, and then bring the hands to heart center. open your arms out to a T, twisting your body open, and then opening and twisting the body to the right. So opening first to the left, then to the right, and bringing the hands back to heart center. Open up to the left, arms out to a T. Bring a smile to your face if that feels good. And then twisting to the right, hands back to heart center. Extend that front leg, come back into pyramid pose, and hold. And then coming back into your lunge, you're going to remove the blocks and lift the hands up towards the sky. Then dropping that back heel to the ground for a 45-degree angle, coming into warrior two. Bring the arms out to a T, plug those arms into the shoulder sockets. Inhale, extend the front leg, and exhale, bend. Inhale, extend, exhale, bend. One more time, inhale, extend, exhale, bend, and then take your back hand to your back thigh, lift the front arm towards the sky for peaceful warrior, and then extend the back hand overhead for extended warrior. Inhale, peaceful warrior, exhale, extended warrior. And flowing in these movements, connecting to the breath, inhale, peace, exhale, send that peace out. Where is your peace going today? And coming back to warrior two, extend the front leg, reach forward, and then you can grab your block here if you'd like, or just bring that front hand down to the ground in front of the foot. Extend the back arm up towards the sky, and then bring that top hand down to the ground or the block for a twist, and come back into that regular Trikonasana pose, triangle pose. When you're ready, bring both hands to the ground. Adjust your alignment here. You might bring the feet onto the same track. And then you're going to bring the hands forward and come into a straddle fold. Relax the head here. You might even bring a slight bend to the knees. And then you're going to drop the sit bones towards the earth and then lift them back up towards the sky. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift, and bend into that fold. Walk yourself over to the other side here. Take a moment just to stretch out that left hamstring. You might grab your block again if that works for you here. You're going to plant that right hand on the block or the ground. Lift the left hand up towards the sky for Parivrtta Trikonasana, revolved triangle on the other side. And then planting both hands on the mat or on the block. Feel into that stretch. Find your alignment and lift into warrior two. From here, we're going to come back into peaceful warrior and then extend that back arm overhead for extended warrior. And we will repeat that peaceful warrior to extended warrior flow. So inhale, come into peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended warrior. Inhale, peace. Exhale, extend. And then coming back to peaceful warrior and take it into warrior two. From here, lift the arms up, come back onto the ball of the foot, crescent moon, and then step forward into a forward fold. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead, reach for the moon. Exhale, hands to heart center. Come to the middle of your mat and grab your block if you have one. If not, just imagine you have one. You're going to bring the hands to the hips, and we're going to prepare for Vrikshasana, tree pose. Step the right leg over the block to one side and then the other, grounding through the left foot, lubricating the hip joint, as well as working on your balance. So you might find a place where you can focus your gaze to help. This is your vrishti. The gaze helps you with balance. And then when you're ready, you're going to switch sides. So planting that right foot and bending at the knee, lifting the left foot up and over the block. And just working on that balance. You want to tighten the core here. Maybe find a point to hold your gaze. And then we're going to take that block to the right side. Now, if you don't have a block, once again, just imagine you have one there. Turn the right knee out to the side. Turn the toes out in the same direction. And then lift that leg over the block. Bend the knee, lift it back to the other side. So focusing your gaze, engaging your core, working on your balance here. You can do this for as long as you'd like. Remember to stay connected to the breath. And then when you're ready, hover that leg over the block and bring the heel towards the left thigh. Make sure that you're not planting it at the knee. So if planting it above the knee isn't there for you, you can plant it below. And then grow your tree. Bring the hands to heart center. Balance. Be strong. Be rooted. And when you're ready, go ahead and step out of that tree pose. We're going to do that sequence on the other side. So bringing the block to the other side, or just preparing to lift the leg on the other side. Point the left knee out to the left side and lift that leg over the block, one side to the other. Keep your hands at your hips for balance here. Engage the core. Stay rooted through the right foot in all four corners. Stay connected to your breath. When you're ready, hover that left foot and place it onto the right thigh, making sure that you are above or below the knee here. You can bring the hands to heart center for balance, and when you're ready, grow through the seasons. Grow that tree. Maintain your focus. Embody the cycles. Then bringing the hands back to heart center. Come on out of that tree pose when you're ready. From here, you're going to step into a straddle position. Inhale, lift the arms overhead, coming into star. Exhale, down into goddess pose. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Opening up the hips here, and inhale, star. One more time, exhaling, coming into your goddess pose. Inhale, star. And then bringing the arms out to a T, fold forward with a nice long spine, just coming halfway here. You're going to plant the right hand to the ground and come into a twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come into a twist on the opposite side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Make sure that your core is engaged the whole time and maintain that nice long spine. And then from here, bring the hands to the mat, fold forward, drop the sit bones towards the earth. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. And point the toes out for goddess pose. Stretch out the shoulders, bringing the right shoulder towards the left knee, coming back to the center, bring the left shoulder towards the left knee. Inhale, center, and right shoulder, left knee. Inhale, center, left shoulder, left knee. Then bring the hands together at heart center and just swaying side to side, holding that goddess pose. Strengthening those legs, then inhale, lift up into star pose. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. And beautiful. Step the feet back together. Feel that heat. Now we're going to go ahead and take it to the ground for Agni Strambhasana, fire log pose. This is a great hip opener, but it's also a pose that can be stressful to the knees. So if you can't stack one leg over the other, go ahead and just sit in easy pose. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead, and then exhale, forward fold. And we're going to hold for a while and breathe. Breathing into the hips, allowing them to open in their own time. And when you're ready, inhale, lift the arms back up towards the sky, and exhale, bring them back down towards the ground. Gently switch positions here, so taking the opposite leg on top. If you're in easy pose, then just switching the cross in your legs. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead, and exhale, forward fold. Bring the hands down to the ground, lower the head, surrender. Send that breath to the pelvic bowl. And inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands down to the sides and bring the soles of the feet together. Now we're going to come into Baddha Konasana, but before we do, go ahead and give yourself a nice foot massage here. So palpating the soles of the feet with the thumbs, thanking the feet for carrying you through this life. Maybe giving them a little massage with the knuckles here, whatever feels good for you. Don't forget the toes. And then interlacing the fingers over the toes, lengthen the spine, and exhale, fold forward into Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. You can have the legs closer to the pelvis, but if that brings a lot of stress and tension in the hips, then go ahead and scoot them out a little bit away from the body. And then just connect to the breath. Surrender to the pose. When you're ready, inhale and lift up with a nice long spine. You're going to bring the right hand to the right knee. Bring that left hand back and align it with the spine. And then just gently press on the right knee and twist. Then coming to the opposite side, left hand to left knee, gently press the left knee. Right hand goes right along the spine and come into a slight twist. Inhale back to center. Gently bring the knees together, and we're going to come onto the back. So allowing yourself to slowly come onto the back. Cross the right ankle over the left knee and thread your hands through that little window in the legs. Interlace the fingers behind the left thigh and come into reclined pigeon here. You can sway from one side to the other and just feel into that stretch. Connect to your breath. Keep the upper body as relaxed as possible. And draw that left knee closer towards the chest to get a little bit more out of this pose. And then when you're ready, gently release that left foot to the ground and switch sides, left ankle over right knee. Thread your hands through the window in your legs, interlace the fingers around the right thigh. You can sway from side to side here. Maybe bring that right knee in towards the chest to deepen the pose. Stay connected to your breath. Flex both feet to protect the knees in this pose. And then when you're ready, go ahead and lower those legs down to the ground. Windshield wiper the knees from side to side and bring the arms out to a T. And then go ahead and place the soles of the feet together, open the knees, spread them nice and wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. You might bring the hands to the groin here just to add a little bit of weight to the legs. It sort of signals to open the groin and open the hips a little bit more, but you don't need to press. So stay connected to your breath and just allow your pelvic bowl to open at its own pace. And then when you're ready, you can assist the knees, bringing them back together. You're going to grab the right foot on the outer edge of the foot for half happy baby. And then go ahead and make a peace sign with the fingers, wrap them around that big toe, and just start to sway through the hips. Now, if this pose is triggering for you in any way, you can skip it. But if it feels good for you, we're going to go ahead and go to the other side. You can start with wrapping the 2-piece fingers around the big toe and just swaying, bringing in some organic movement as you open up the hips. And then when you're ready, grabbing both feet, wrap those piece fingers around the big toe and come into full happy baby. Now, once again, if this is a pose that brings up trauma in the body or is triggering for you, then you can simply lay in Shavasana for this portion of the practice or come back to Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly. And then when you're ready, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together from happy baby. Interlace the fingers around the outer edge of the feet. And exhale, relax into the pose. Then bringing the knees together, giving yourself a gentle hug. Plant the soles of the feet on the ground, windshield wiper the knees. And take any last movements that you'd like here as we prepare for final relaxation, Shavasana, corpse pose. This is one of the most important poses of your practice, so meet it with reverence. Give yourself time and space here to fully integrate your practice. Let go of the breath. Feel the belly rise and fall naturally. Release the muscles in the face, the neck, the chest and hands and arms, all the way through the pelvis, through the legs and the soles of the feet. And in this meditative pose, allow whatever needs to surface to come up and gently release from the body. Honoring all that you've done today to open up the pelvic bowl and release stagnant energy. When you're ready, come to the soles of the feet, bending the knees, and lie on your side. Use your arms to assist you as you come to a sitting position. Bring the hands together at heart center and bow to the teacher within.